Hey.
Hey. So, welcome to another Jay and Cindy. And we are
Sitting in a tree.
Sitting in a tree.
KSS.
ING.
Yes.
Okay. So we are at the Washington International Horse Show in the Salamander Resort Spa booth, where I am painting live for with my artwork representing the Salamander Resort. So we
It's
thought
fun.
we've been another 2 weeks, and we've been trying to do it weekly, and we just can't find time to do
So
it.
busy. And it's really loud right now.
Yeah, so you might get to the point where you can't hear us. We don't know. But we got a little microphone in front of us, so we might be louder than things in the background.
We're trying to get her done.
Get her done.
So Jay has been downtown all week, and you can see one of his paintings is behind us, right? And he has a couple live paintings going on right now. And Jay's birthday was yesterday.
It was.
Well, at the end, you want to show them your paintings?
Yeah, maybe. Share, show and tell.
So yesterday was Jay's birthday, and he is a
Old.
really old man now. Now he's older than me.
No, I caught up to you.
And so for his birthday, I decided to meet him downtown and take him out to dinner and take him to, here they go again,
Yeah,
nice and loud.
You didn't make enough noise the first time. You had to come back.
I know, I had to come back. I have not seen that man with that big, huge thing like the whole time we've been here.
It's been quiet.
It's been so quiet.
You've been hearing my brush strokes.
I've been hearing the horses go as they go over the fence. And then I took him to his favorite musical,
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon, last night. And
Oh
we
my
had
God.
a fabulous dinner.
I laughed so
And
hard.
we stayed at a boutique hotel and then came back today for him to work and paint. And we had lunch, and then I watched some horses jump over huge frickin' fences.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I was holding my breath the entire time. But we decided to talk about today the challenge of giving gifts.
I hate it.
Because both Jay and I this year had these gifts that we were so excited about giving to each other. And when we implemented the gift, things didn't go as we had expected.
No.
And it caused a lot of stress.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So why don't we talk about my gift first?
Okay, so I got her a show to her, bought a ticket to her favorite performer, my favorite performer, Jessie Cook,
Love Jessie Cook.
In Alexandria, Virginia, Old Town. And I got the hotel room, I got the tickets, I was going to do Uber for the second time in my life, and it was really cool. I was so excited and a little bit nervous because we couldn't find the hotel at first, and then we found it, like there's hardly any parking, and we're kind of walking up.
And we were running out of time, remember?
We were running out of time to get
Yep.
to the show in
To get to
time
the
because
show.
it's like first come, first, you get first there gets tickets, and then the tickets, and it's weird. Anyway. It's at the Birchmere. Look it up. It's kind of crazy.
It's cool though. It's a cool venue.
So when
We got to the hotel.
finally got the hotel, I could tell my spider senses. Cindy was like, I don't really. This is really where we're staying? And I'm like, yeah, but I picked it out. I'm a guy. And
And we got there, and
we got there, and they didn't have my reservation.
no reservation.
No reservation.
And he did something he never does, and he lost it. Oh my God! And so
It's ridiculous. Oh, it was
I just got
canceled.
my phone.
Oh, it wasn't that it wasn't there. It was canceled that morning. My reservation, whatever, people in charge, whatever, canceled it that morning.
Yeah, I canceled it.
And I'm like,
So he didn't have
who
a reservation.
does that? Who
I
has the
don't-
authorization? Anyway, I was mad.
So
And
I
did
just
get
got
mad.
on my phone. So he's getting all upset and he's getting angry, and I'm just on my phone. I'm going.
I gotta practice.
It's Old Town Alexandria. I mean, there are 100 hotels nearby, and so we found this really cool hotel right on the water in
Yeah.
Old Town Alexandria.
It's very cool.
And we got there in time to change and get to the venue in plenty of time.
So another thing, we're doing Uber, and I'm talking about how easy Uber is and stuff. And we get in front of the hotel, and Uber, if you've ever tried it, you should try it just to watch the little car
everybody
go around.
should have Uber.
So we're watching the driver go everywhere but where we are.
That's true.
And I'm watching my watch, and now here's number 2, things going wrong, and I'm like going, what's going on? And
So again, he's stressing out. I'm not stressing out
Yeah.
because I was just so happy to be away and do something different and
Yeah.
go listen to music and have some different food. I mean, it was
so I
really
finally texted the guy and called him and went, we're over here, and come to find out that in Alexandria, the GPSs don't work well, and
Yeah, I
it can be
guess.
sent anywhere. Anyway,
Well, and then he took us to the wrong place.
then he took us to the wrong place, so I'm like going, we're never going to get there.
It was really, we had to go in, he had to immediately get a beer and just chill. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he said, well, I just wanted this to be so perfect. And I'm like, it is perfect.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But then, see,
I was ready to go and get our CD and just plug it in and just listen to his music and close our eyes and pretend
but
he's
then we
there.
had a great seat, right?
Oh, yeah, we picked a really good seat.
Really good seat. We had really good food.
Yeah.
So it ended up beautifully. It ended up wonderfully. And we had brunch the next morning. And
Out by the water.
by the water,
the
it was
pier.
a beautiful day.
It really was.
So it ended up like super good. So now it was my turn
Months later.
with his present, and I confirmed the hotel. I confirmed the
Tickets.
restaurant.
Oh,
I thought I confirmed the tickets. I thought I knew what I bought with tickets. And it turns out what I thought I bought wasn't what I bought. I put us at the wrong hotel. Not the wrong hotel, the wrong restaurant. The hotel was really cool.
it was cool.
It's the first micro hotel in DC, and it's called the Hive.
Or Hotel Hive.
Hotel Hive. And it was just like the hotels I stay in Paris. It was cute, it's small, it's clean, it's unique. The
They
food
spoke better
was
English.
phenomenal. They speak a lot better English than they do in Paris.
Great pizza.
Fabulous pizza.
Oh my goodness. And
Yeah.
great little bars. They have a
Great little
rooftop
bar.
but it's not open
the
until
rooftop bar is
they're only
so
open until
cool.
10 o'clock. I think it's because they don't want anyone drinking after 10 o'clock on a rooftop.
Yeah, I think they also said something about code.
yeah.
About code.
It
and
was very
noise
code.
It's very code. So anyway, so we go to the restaurant, and I was sure this was the same restaurant that we went to last Christmas with my kids, which was phenomenal. It was fun. The food was great. We had great service. It was cozy and not too stuck up, but still like super good food, and just really cool building. And well, I ended up booking us at this restaurant. That's a fabulous restaurant. It's called the Occidental. It's in the Willard. I'd been there before, and that's why I guess the name stuck with me.
Chichi poo poo.
But really shishi poo poo. And you know, it's so funny because I used to think like shishi poo poo was the shit, man. I used to think, well, that's what you do. You go to the shishi poo poo restaurants where everybody, and then you could say, oh, I went to the Occidental, blah, 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 blah.
It wasn't the same.
No, it wasn't the same. And it was good.
It was.
It was, but it wasn't fun. I wanted it to be fun, and the other place was so much fun. We had so much fun with the waiter at the other place. They had great cocktails. Oh my God, I've been
couldn't have too much
dreaming about
fun.
that Cosmo for
They
like.
had Secret Service walking all over the restaurant.
Well, I
How
know,
much
the
fun?
Occidental.
No dancing on the tables.
No,
None. Not
none.
one.
That was really a bummer. No dancing on the bar either.
Yeah, there was
I know,
less
they're
Secret
really
Service
stuck
over there.
up. So I felt really bad because it was like we really couldn't have a nice conversation because it was so quiet, and like people were kind of hovering over us and stuff. And so I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I booked us at this restaurant, and I was really bummed because we have expectations, right? So when we do these really great presents for our partners, we have these expectations that they're going to love it so much, and God forbid, they open it and they go, eh.
Well, and
Or we want them to be so excited about it.
So you talked about thinking you had the tickets, then not getting the tickets, then did you talk about that online?
No, so when I bought the tickets to Book of Mormon, so we did the Occidental, which was nice. It was nice. It wasn't that like it was bad. I mean, you could never say the Occidental was bad.
Right.
But then we went to the Kennedy Center, and I really thought I bought orchestra tickets.
No, I'm talking. So we had a couple of the things. The ticket, you thought you had the tickets, and then you had to go online.
Well, I thought they were supposed to get us the tickets a week early. I
Right.
thought I bought the tickets from the Kennedy Center. I didn't. When I went to the Kennedy Center site, they bopped me over to another site, and I didn't pay
Right.
attention. So, and I thought I bought orchestra seats, row D, which is like we could see them sweat. I was so excited about it because he's been waiting 8 years to see the Book of Mormon. I was so excited that I could do this for him. And I was so excited about the seats. And then a week before the performance, the tickets hadn't come in yet. Well, now I'm starting to lose some sleep. So I called the Kennedy Center. They're like, we don't have any idea about your reservation. Are you sure you didn't buy it from Ticketmaster? So I I searched Ticketmaster in my email, and there was nothing, crickets. I'm like, shit. So luckily the day before, so Wednesday, so 2 days ago, there's an email from online ticket something, that my tickets had come in. I'm like, oh, phew, thank God. I wouldn't have understood them anyway.
Right.
I wouldn't have. Bottom line is, we go in, and I'm heading down to the orchestra, and they're like, oh, no, ma'am, you're like 2 flights up.
Yeah.
I was horrified. I was pissed. I was disappointed. I was sad because I thought I let Jay down. And these were expensive tickets. They weren't cheap tickets. And to go two flights up, 2 tiers up, for those expensive tickets, I'm like, I think they screwed up. So the whole time I'm watching the show, I'm thinking, now I have to go back online and see how they screwed up and blah, 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 blah. Oh, anyway.
And earlier in the day, we get to the hotel, but there's no parking. So I'm trying to think of all the things that went wrong. So we went up the street, and we're going to find this parking place. Look, it's a little bit of a walk, so we'll walk a little bit. And say hi to Jennifer. She just got online.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. And
Jennifer
so, it's my cousin.
Oh, cousin. Hi, cousin.
My cousin. So, so anyway, we go to this parking lot, and only to find out that I can't stay 24 hours.
Well, bottom line is,
It was just
the day was kind of filled with
all these problems,
obstacles
Yeah.
that we really weren't expecting, and it was really messing with my expectations of his experience, and I just wanted everything to be perfect, and it just so wasn't
And you've
perfect.
been so in the flow and so calm in the last probably 6 months to
I
a
know.
year.
I was not flowing yesterday.
Oh my God, it was like, Cindy. And I get to the point where I'm like almost walking in front of her just to get wherever we're going because I'm not going to deal with it anymore. And it's my birthday, darn it.
Well, I think when you finally looked at when we were sitting in our seats at nosebleed, when my nose was starting to bleed from the
I got
tickets.
altitude sickness.
Altitude sickness. And you just held my hand and you said, Cindy, it doesn't matter where we're sitting. We're here to see the Book of Mormon, and I've been waiting so long to see it, and I'm happy and I'm excited. And it's basically the same thing I said to
me.
you
On my birthday.
On my birthday.
On your birthday.
Right. So we wanted to talk about, because we can't just be us that has this issue with
Probably is.
when you give a gift. When you give a gift to someone, you have all these expectations of how you want it to go well, or how the other person will respond.
And so and the way what I wanted to talk a little bit about today was that there's kind of a 2-part miracle here. I think as a gift giver, you have to realize that things are going to go wrong, and it's not going to be perfect, or it might be, but there's a chance things are going to go wrong. As a gift receiver, you have to realize that things might not meet your expectations either, and I think that's why people get all so freaked out about giving gifts, is because they want to meet the expectations of their partner, and they have worked so hard.
Right.
And when they doesn't, then you may have a partner that's like, really, this is my present, thanks a lot, you know. You're like feeling even worse. And
Right. So it's like, I think the intentions were good. How do we help us? Because this is our gig too, right?
it's not about you, it's just about us.
And how do we help the people who will listen to this shift their expectations? Okay, so it might not all go perfectly well. I think what I thought I did, I was trying to be proactive and confirming everything. Because it's when you have multi-part gifts, then I think it's
You've got to confirm. 'Cause they have to fit in place.
right.
And timing.
So if you don't want to screw up and you don't want the person to be sad,
Check, double check,
check, double check.
then triple check. And then check the day before.
And then, check the day before.
And know that things are going to screw up. And that the world's round. And you're going to get there.
But what if you had been really disappointed about the seats? Like, what if you were, like, I was really attached to the orchestra seats. You weren't that, you were attached to go seeing the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
So what if you had been really attached to the orchestra seats? What could I have done to help you with that disappointment?
First of all, I'm so laid back and flow anyway, so I'm trying to think of me saying that. I think if someone else was really attached to something like that, you would just remind them how hard you worked for it. You thought it was this, and it just wasn't. It's like the gift, I can't remember what it was, that I thought it was supposed to come in, and it didn't come in, and then I didn't say anything about it until after.
Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, you can go back and listen to that episode. That's a really fun, uncomfortable show for me. But if I would have just said from the first thing that morning, Mother's Day, going, I have a gift, it's just not here. And I got it on Amazon, it should have been here last week, and it's still not here.
Yeah.
So it was...
So using your words.
Yeah.
So let's say, yeah.
I calmed you down last night by saying, this is enough, this is perfect. I'm here at the show, we're together, it's my birthday, and it's cool, relax.
Right, I think so. Okay. So checking, using your words.
Mm-hmm.
If things go awry, if things go, if things get screwed up. So using your words, being communicative, being open, being proactive, not waiting for the...
Okay, and then the two-part miracle. The other person, when you're the gifts receiver, I think you need to take a breath and allow it to be the world's greatest or the world's worst gift. And just allow it to be a gift. And
why should I be grateful for the worst gift?
Because it's a gift from your partner and you know it's heartfelt and they tried.
Okay, so let's go there. I don't know how much time we're going for anymore.
I think another 5 minutes.
Another 5 minutes? What happens if it's a crappy gift because they didn't even think about it? Like you and I both thought out these gifts a lot, which is awesome. But there are people out there who don't think about it. Gifts are not their gig. They're not their gig. But their partner,
I know.
right, so their partner, they're one of their love languages is gifts.
Right.
Then what?
Okay, so after you make a horrible mistake and you're looking with evil eyes at each other, stinky face, and once you get past that and calm down, and I would recommend you wait until you calm down.
Yes, calming down is good.
The person that you let down, which is typically the wife, when the husband usually is the one that, because women just, I think it's part of their genes. They can give really good gifts. So when you don't make a good choice, make it easy on yourself, like I did, and say, send me an email with lists, favorite flowers, favorite color, your shoe size, your dress size, what lingerie you like, what you don't like.
What your favorite stores are.
Yeah, don't get me this. I'm done getting this.
Yeah, I don't like cards.
Well, and you can overgive a gift that made them make a wonderful gift. Like I gave her a painting with my first or drawing and made her cry. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this every time. And about the third drawing, she goes, I have enough drawings. Get me something else.
And then you did that with lingerie. You did the same thing with lingerie.
I overdid lingerie.
Yeah. I don't know how you can overdo lingerie. It takes a lot though. But anyway, so I think one of the things that we did was we sat down, right?
And listed.
And we listed, I have a list on Amazon, you have a list on Amazon. Mm-hmm. When something comes up and we're like, oh, Jay, this would be like the most awesome gift.
And it never fails that you're like, you give yourself reminders and everything, and like the reminder comes in your calendar, you're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, oh, a week later, you're like, shit, I didn't do it, But you can go on Amazon and get it the next day.
For free,
So
if you're Prime.
So it's being proactive and knowing, I know I'm not, well, and she disagrees with me, but I don't think I give good gifts. I just don't.
Oh, he gives good gifts.
But anyway.
When he thinks about it, he gives good gifts.
I don't think much. So give yourself a break. Ask the person when it's not about gift giving. Just say, oh, hey, it's Thursday night. How about a list of things you'd like?
Right. In favorite stores. And we already did all that. But we sat down and he actually asked me, like, what holidays do you like to receive
Do you
gifts?
expect a gift? Because she had a lot of holidays that
I like
expected-
gifts.
Yeah. And when I first came into the relationship, I was screwing up left and right, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't just me.
No, I had to help him rather than sabotage and me receive a gift that I don't appreciate or like. You might as well tell him what you want.
Yeah. But it's also
know?
being forced into traditions that you had established with another partner that had nothing to do with me.
What?
Easter? It's not a
Oh,
common...
I love Easter basket. Okay, anyway. So we don't do Easter baskets because we don't like Easter baskets. I
We
like Easter
compromised.
basket.
We
Yes.
compromised when
I
it came
like
to
Easter.
when gifts are expected and not.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, we did.
And it took time. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't do it well. She didn't do it well. We learned together.
You
we got
learn.
over it.
Yeah.
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 10 years later.
So expectations around gifts, doing them well, not doing them well, as the gift giver, having disappointment because it didn't turn out the way you wanted, being the gift receiver, it didn't turn out good because it wasn't the way you wanted.
And I know, guys, I know that you that listen to Jay and Cindy hear this from me all the time, and I'm so sorry. I'm about to repeat myself, but the problem that guys don't do, and it makes it so much easier, is communication. Just talk. Even if you say the wrong words, try it and get over
Yeah,
it.
say,
okay?
ask, what do you love to receive? With my ex, I used to get so upset because I would tell him what I would really like, and then he'd go, but that's boring.
Then why'd you ask?
It's my choice, right? It's what I'm excited about. It's not what he was excited about giving me. It's about what I was excited about receiving. He did give me some really good gifts, though.
Yeah, I did.
He did, yeah. He did
All
give
right.
me some really good gifts.
So
Okay.
you've been listening to Jay and Cindy, Sitting in the Tree, KISSING. Okay.
Here we are at the Washington International Horse Show.
Oh
See
my
ya.
goodness.